Okay guys, I am here trying to give you some one-on-one time with actually making something. So I am making my pumpkin energy ball. So it's a tweak on my other energy ball. So we're going to see how that goes. I already laid out, measured a lot of stuff out to save some time. So we're going to start with the directions. We're going to start with the wet ingredients first. So I'm going to take my canned pumpkin puree. I'm putting that in the bowl first. And then I'm going to get my nut butter. Any nut butter you want. What I happen to have in the refrigerator was peanut butter because Oliver loves peanut butter on practically everything. So I knew I had that, but you can use almond butter or whatever kind of nut butter you want. So I'm putting that in the bowl. So we got the peanut butter, we got the canned puree. I'm also going to put some, I don't have my date paste because I forgot I had to let the date sit for like 8 hours. So you can substitute. We're substituting with honey. We're going to see how that works. So we're going to put honey in here. And I need 4 teaspoons of water. And I forgot my water. So let me go up right quick. Oh, you know, got some water down here. You know what? You have not because you asked not. So 4 tablespoons of water. I don't have that pre-measured as you can see. So I'm doing that 1. Here we go with 2. Here we go with 3. Here we go with 4. Now you may need a little extra water later if when you start stirring it's not dry. So you just kind of have to, you know, because your measurements and stuff might not be on point the same every single time. So might have, oh, I almost forgot the vanilla extract. I need a teaspoon, I believe. Oh, a half a teaspoon. I'm glad I looked. I need a half a teaspoon of that. I had way too much vanilla, but maybe you're a vanilla lover, so maybe that would have been okay with you. I don't know, but I'm glad I looked before I leaped. Okay, so we're going to stir that up. So these are the wet ingredients. Just mixing that up because it's easier to me to mix that well with all the wet ones and then go for your dry ones. So we're just stirring that up to get that well mixed in there. And then we're going to set that aside for a second and go ahead with the dry stuff. So in terms of the dry stuff, we're going to need our protein powder, which I use my complete protein powder. You can use any protein powder, or you can try doing it without protein powder. But I like having protein powder in it because it's more protein. Okay, that's what makes it an energy ball. Okay, so we got the protein powder in there. We're gonna get the spices. Now I cheated on the spices. I already measured them up and put them in here. So we have I have flaxseed, I have pumpkin spice, and I have cinnamon. I'm gonna put those in there. You can also add chia seeds. I was gonna add chia seeds to this. Let me go in and quick get some chia seeds. Got to have my chia seeds in the refrigerator, so here they are. I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon of that in there. You get tablespoons. We're gonna add that in there too. Okay. Got the chia seeds in there. All right, so it's not really hard. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix that up there. Did I put everything in there? I put everything except for the ground oats. I pre-ground that already in the food processor, but you're going to add that in later at the end because, you know, it's harder to get all mixed in. It's easier to mix all the other dry stuff together, get that all mixed in well. Okay, and then we're going to add one to the other. So we're just pouring the dry into the wet. Okay, I'm going to continue to stir that, get that in there. And when I get a paste in there, then the last thing I'm going to do is add my little my oatmeal stuff. So that's coming, you know, pretty well. Looking good. Got smelling peanutty and pumpkin-y. I guess if you wanted to add a little bit more pumpkin, I didn't add, but what? A half a cup. Some recipes add for a cup, but I wanted to see what it tastes like with a half a cup. So I'm gonna put my, oops, there goes the Instapot. Oliver's cooking his bean stuff in there. So I'm just stirring this up. Looks good. Put some more in here. Stirring it up. And you know I got my gloves on here, guys, because you're going to have to roll the energy balls. And I don't like to get all the mushy stuff on my hands. You know, that's just me. And so, maybe you too. I don't know. But so, it's easier for me if I have gloves on. Okay, so I'm getting all that in there. Stirring it. You know, kind of like when you did oatmeal cookies and stuff. Yeah, it gets harder to do. But that's okay. So we got to scrape around the sides, get all the ground oatmeal. All right, I think that's good. So now we're gonna take some and we're just gonna roll it. So here are the balls and you're just putting them on the parchment paper. putting the balls on the parchment paper. And then these are going to go into the freezer for a couple of hours. And then you're going to actually store them in the refrigerator. And I put them in like mason jars. And then I just open it up and take out one or two and eat them. And this is delicious and nutritious, full of protein, fiber, spices. So you're going to have antioxidants there as well, and a great snack. Something you can even take on the go with you. Just grab the jar, get out the door. Don't go crazy, even 15,000, but it is something. And it's filling too. I mean, you're not going to want but a couple, actually. Okay, so I hope you enjoy these pumpkin energy bars. Here you go. There you have it. See you soon.